This is Mastering Music with Matthew and Kyle. We're going to be learning how to play a cover song by ear with the help of a guitar and the internet. Kyle, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Doing all right. Not too bad. Besides having a stopped up nose, so in case I sound whinier than usual.
We're going to learn about Easy by the Commodores. And I'm just going to play a little bit of this song here for you so that you can kind of get an idea of what we're talking about. This is a live version of the original artist, the Commodores. Here we go.
Sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see a big stone and I borrow. Yeah. Why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be working with here. I definitely was here in key of A flat. One website that I always really like to use is called Ultimate Guitar. Now, one of the thing about it is that when you're using the free versions, there are always going to be mistakes because of copyright law. And so we're going to have to hunt and pick those out. But it really gives us a good template, a good starting place to start our arrangement from, and then we can customize it from there. First here, we're going to look at Easy Chords by Commodores here. It's A flat, okay? Now, A flat is a bar chord. Lionel Ritchie was playing the piano. A flat is not as unusual on the piano as it is on the guitar because of the bar chord. And so one thing that can really make that easier, since we're going to have to start on a bar chord, it'll make our fingers really tired playing the whole song this way, at least if we're a novice or if we're playing all night long, say. One thing that can really help is to just go ahead and switch to playing it with a capo. Now, if we're going to change the key of the song to make it lower, we could always then just ditch this capo. So this is the version I'm going to teach right now because it really makes it easier to functionally play the song on the guitar. Okay, what do you think, Kyle? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, totally.
G and the B minor, A minor 7 with that D bass. So to make that A minor 7 with a D bass, you can't really see my left hand. I'm just playing one finger on the C, and the rest of the string's open. It's easy as pie. Just one finger, and it creates that beautifully unstable chord that leads right back into our G, the one chord of the song. Okay? What do you think, Kyle, so far? Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Yeah, I was gonna say whenever it's something I do, and I don't know why I do this. A lot of times, whenever I go just by ear, because I was following the bass, and I was going up to C, and there was a C in the A minor chord, and I do that a lot. I'll go to an inversion of the chord instead of the regular chord, because a lot of times when I look at the chords like this, I'm like, Oh, I'm really hearing an A minor instead of a C like that. And you mentioned the D. I was, just going,
Well, A minor and C are the same chord, except
yeah,
in A minor you have A, C, E, but in C you have C, E, G. So the difference is just whether it's a G or whether it's an A. The other two notes are the
yeah,
same. That's one of the things that makes them so powerful together. And then, of course, we do have our cadence at the end of the chorus, that F, C, G little cadence to kind of wrap the whole thing up with a little bow tie and bring it back. This seems pretty accurate mostly, except for that slash D part. So what I'm going to do
yeah,
here as I'm creating my arrangement is I'm going to go and highlight this. Okay, as you can all see, I'm doing that. And I'm just going to copy it. And it's going to ask me if I want to download the PDF and pay for it. If I just want to copy the plain text, I'm just going to copy the plain text because it's free. So now I'm pasting it all in here. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And of course, I will make the chorus. You can just repeat. You don't have to repeat it every single time because it's the same words. So that's what I'll do right here. It's just blah, blah, blah. Here's a chorus. We'll just make that replace the chorus. We don't need to announce that the bridge is the bridge. That'll make some space. And we'll try to get this all into 2 pages here. Easy as pie. Okay, here we are.
Easy as a Sunday morning, you mean?
Okay, so thank you. So Easy by the Commodores. Here we go. Now we've got a spot for our title. You see what I'm doing? I just copied and pasted. Now, I already mentioned I like that A minor 7 to have a D bass at the end of the phrase. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that little tiny little tweak that I want to have in there. Let's see. Let's compare it. A minor 7 without the D bass and A minor 7 with the D bass. And let's just see which one we think sounds better. 1, 2, here's with the D bass go, and versus that's just more boring to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we agree. The chords may not be perfectly lined up, but I think it's actually pretty correct. So what do you think about this process, right? Just listening to the song, putting the different versions up on the screen so you pick the one you want to mess with, copying, pasting it into a file, and then just tweaking that file to try to make it correct, and also have your own little personal tweaks in it if you want to make, some little notes or, just make sure everything's correct.
Yeah. And I think something I don't know if you were doing this as much as I was, playing along as you hear it too, because you get a sense for a feel. And then whenever you go to look at chords and things, it gives you a sense of pretty quickly, like, hey, is this accurate? Is this kind of close? Or is this completely, like a different song or something? Because every once in a while when you look up a song and to get the chord information, it is like wildly inaccurate. And sometimes, like you mentioned, this one, this was a total win for Ultimate Guitar or whoever put this version up. Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It's going to be a good song to sing. Now, talking about customizing the song, there's 2 ways that I might customize the song as a vocal guitar player. The first way would be to remove the capo, and then instead of playing the song in the key of A flat, that would be an easy way that I could just take and play the song in the key of G. But let's say that's still too high, right?
Yeah.
If you have a guitar that's tuned down a whole step, you could put the capo back on and now you could be a whole step lower instead of just a half step. Or you could play it on your guitar that's a whole step lower without a capo, and then you could be 3 half steps lower. So you don't have to be Lionel Richie to sing this song and play it with easy guitar chords. You just have to, know your voice and be able to customize it. So in the next video, I'm going to try it in different keys, and then we can all decide together whether should I cover this song in A flat major, G major, G flat major, or F major. We're going to have 4 different choices. Ooh, and it's going to be a big competition, and I'm excited for that. We're going to see and all decide together what key does Matthew's voice sound the best, because it's all about singing the song for the song in your voice.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, as you were saying that, I was thinking, it's like, well, what if you drop this to, because I always work in
You
standard
could
tuning.
drop it anywhere, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, and how would that change the chord movement? You know, because working with like a G, B minor, A.
If you
When
didn't
you
want
switch
even
key,
the B minor, you could capo higher.
yeah,
You could capo the 6th fret, and you could play a C chord. You could do that.
yeah,
But that gives a totally different sound.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, and talking about options and stuff, that's always fun, because sometimes people like it whenever you cover a song pretty authentically, and then it seems like even more people like it whenever you figure out a way to get it really close, where you're retaining all the essences of the song, but as a performer, as your own musician, doing something for you, putting your own little spin or little touches here and there on it, and sometimes figuring out where to play the chords in a different key. That's a big way you can do that.
Well, yeah, even if you're just putting the chords in a different place on your guitar, you can get
Yeah.
different voicings and really create cool sounds that way.
Yeah, this has got my creativity going, and I'm having fun figuring out different ways to play that progression in different ways. That's part of the fun too, is once you know enough about your instrument and or music, the different possibilities you can come up with something, because a lot of people think, oh, easy has to sound like this. It's like, actually it doesn't. You can make it sound very different, yet retain those identifying qualities, and that's always fun to come up with those options like that.
Definitely. Excellent. Well, it's great having you on.
Cool, thanks for having
Mastering
me.
Music with Matthew. Everybody like, share, and subscribe. We got Kyle Walz here. Make sure you check him out. And we'll see you next time on Mastering Music with Matthew.